Hello, my bookish bays and fantasy fays. I'm Peyton. Welcome to my new channel. And on this channel, we'll be talking about books, everyday adventures, and life. And I hope that you enjoy it. Today, we'll be talking about the New Year's TBR because I'm new to this. Bear with me. Everything's new. First off, we have the Psycho Shifters, and I was recommended this series by my sister, who read it first. And apparently, I'm behind because this was like early 2024, apparently. And I just now got onto the trendy books, I guess. I'm more for the underrated books, like the books you wouldn't find anywhere else. I like Omega verses, dark romances. I like romanticities. I like retellings, like the Disney retellings that are spicy. I like the classics. So that are what we're going to be talking about mainly on this channel. If you like anything else, then you're on the wrong channel. But however, so my sister right now is stationed in Texas. She's military, and when she said that I needed to read this one, she gave me the first book and said I would love it. So this new year, I plan to read it and get the rest of the series. There's supposed to be like 6 books, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the series. And let's see here. I'm going to read the back here very quick. Oh, right. Or a shifter of lore. Oh, so it's a. Uh, ooh. So it's a reverse harem. Nice. Doing multiple partners. I love that. I cannot wait to read that. Next up, so um, I love the book talker and book YouTuber Larry, and she has gone on and on about the Boys of Tommen series for as long as I've followed her. So she has inspired me to also read the Boys of Tommen series. I got the first book recently and has decided that in the new year I'll read the entire series as well. There was lots of gossip about the newer book that just came out, and I think it's the last book too. Not 100% sure. You have to correct me yet again. I'm new to this whole sharing thing. However, so I'll be reading this series and listening to it with Audible. And if you want me to do like a non-spoiler or spoiler video for you guys, just hit me up in the comments. Let me know. That's another thing. I listen to Audible with my books because I still process, and doing both helps me understand the story better. If you do not like Audible books, that's a you thing, not me thing. No hating. Yeah, we don't judge here. Anyway, and next up we have the uh, Dream Harbor series. So this was really popular in the beginning of last year, and like I said, I don't do trendy books, never have. But I got interested in this one when the Christmas Tree Farm came out, because I was interested in getting Christmas books. And when I saw that they were standalone, interconnected standalones, I was like, yeah, you could read it by itself, but interconnected standalones are still interconnected somehow. Like, it's still a series. So I got the first one. I have the Christmas tree one on my Kindle, and I plan to get the rest and read them as they are supposed to uh, soon. So I'm very excited. They're all about a small town spicy romance between a group of friends, I think. So I'm very excited for that. And next is one that I'm way behind on, apparently, because I've read Avatar, I've read uh, Thorn of Glass, and I've read like all kinds of like Haunting Adeline, and I read A Touch of uh, Darkness and Blood of Hercules and all those ones last year, and apparently I missed the biggest one, and that is Fourth Wing. I knew about Fourth Wing. My sister-in-law read it, and she was very excited about it. I did not understand the hype um, until I got the first two books. However, I have not read them yet. I was waiting until the third one came out because I wanted to read them all together, and then the third one came out, and I guess never had the urge to grab it until recently. So I will be getting the third one and then reading all of them together. And so, yeah, that will be fun. Um, and hopefully, I'll be able to relate to the, what is his name? Zayden? Zayden talk on all these platforms. Because we all need a new bookish boyfriend, right? Next up, I guess it's newer ish, but the Platted Prisoner series. I do have the first 3 or 4 books on paperback. I don't have the rest. Um, and I do plan to get the rest, but once the first like 3 came out, it's like the author got inspired real fast, and like 2 at a time came out, and I couldn't keep up. I don't even know how many books are actually in the series, but I plan to get the rest and read this one as well. Um, like I don't even know what this one's about, to be honest. I grabbed it thinking I would be with it, and never really got a chance to read it. Okay, cool. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And like I said, all these are going to be on my TBR. Doesn't mean I will actually get to them, but I will try. And so, yeah. Next up, and I'm very late to this. This is another one my sister recommended to me, and that I was recommended to on Facebook by a few of my bookish colleagues, and that is Zodiac Academy. And I also recently watched Larry uh, read this entire series and break down and all that jazz over it. And so I will also be reading this one. And so I like the fact that the first one it has Geminis, um, because I am a Gemini. I was born in June. So I don't know if that's like a bad sign or a good sign. I heard that this series can get really emotional and that there's a ton of books to go, and like you have to read it a certain way. Hopefully, when I get to the video where I'm reading this series, I'll learn by that. time how to not only read the books, but how far in depth the story goes. Yeah. So those are all my physical copies. So next, and if you guys don't know what's in my lap right now, I have my binder right here. Well, it's a journal where I put all my YouTube ideas and stuff in, and because I can't process anything, I keep it on my lap or on a table so I can remember what each video is supposed to be about. Don't come at me. I'm a noob and I'm lame. Anyhow, um, another one is The Tempting Venom. I already read the first one, which was Beautiful Venom. And then we have Sweet Venom, which I hope to read right before the New Year's. Right now, it is December 26th when I'm recording. And by the time I get it all edited and put out to you guys, it'll be the 1st of January. So, we can only hope. And so, yeah. We also have the Alabaster Penitentiary series. Now, I read the very first one this year, and I don't know about you, but it blew my mind. It was so good. I love some MM romance. Um, my husband likes to tease me about it, but it was phenomenal, and I cannot wait to read the rest. So, good vibes there. And then we have Game On, which is the new book that follows after um, Caught Up and Lights Out, which I also have copies of. If I turn my head, it's just because I'm looking at the books on my bookshelf or I'm grabbing a drink. And for those of you who want to know, I drink blueberry lemonade constantly because I can't have coffee or energy drinks because I have a heart condition and I get migraines from caffeine. So, blueberry lemonade is the way to go. And, or water, or like small glasses of tea, but mainly blueberry lemonade. Anyhow, and then we have series like the Villain series by my favorite girly, Rena Kent. Now, so far she only has the one out, and that is Kiss the Villain. Now, there are controversies to people loving the book and people not really liking the book. And I am one of those who loved the book. And I cannot wait for the next two books to come out in the new year. I'm very excited for it. And then we have the Hunted Omega Verse series. Now, that one, right here, I also read the very first book this year, and the newer books for the series will be out in the new year, and I cannot wait to finish it up. So, and then we have the Oakmount Elite series. Now, that's another series that has been out for a while, and I just need to catch up on with because, like I said, I'm not very in with it, I guess. And another one is the Wind City series. Now, I have to admit something. I did know about the Wind City series thanks to Larry. But I accidentally got the books out of order on my Kindle. So I decided not to read it until I fixed that and could read it correctly. Because my rule is that even though they say interconnected standalones, it's still a series. Or if it says it's a series and this is how it reads, it's just, and then Slaycation. The Slaycation series, I read the first one. There's 3 books in it so far, as we know. And who doesn't love a little bit of murder with their vacation? This is the first one, Sinner's Retreat, and I absolutely adored it. I thought it was the funniest shit alive. And yeah, the next 2 uh, are out. I just need to catch up with everyone else. Uh, and then we have the Huntsman. Now, so far that we know of, there's going to be another book, and it's supposed to be a duet. But I only have the first book, and that's on my Kindle. So I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be a Snow White retelling, Mafia retelling, actually. It's going to be like a Snow White Mafia, uh, and instead of it being her stepmother, it's going to be like her aunt. So I'm looking forward to that one. I can't wait. Then we have the Knoxville Bears. That's a hockey romance series. I love hockey romance as much as anyone else does. And then we have the Game Changers, which is an MM hockey romance series. And I just have to say, combining hockey with MM, it's like it belongs together. I love it. Anyhow, then lastly, we have both the Bride of the Shadow King and Zachar. I can't even say it. It's so freaking complicated. Zachar Viska Radfa. That's a trilogy. And so, and then we have some more, but that's only if I can finish these ones. And it's okay because hopefully we can go through monthly, do like a month to month what I read versus what was in my TBR. And you guys will like it. What is going on with my TV? It decided that it didn't want to do my video for you guys. It wanted to turn back to the main thing. How rude. I had ambiance on here and it decided you don't get it. You don't get your ambiance. Now I don't even know what was on. You know what? It's okay. We put a different one on. The first commercials. Like these. There we go. There we are. Anyhow, so yeah. I probably talked you guys' ear off. I know I've talked my throat out. Ugh. But I hope you liked the video, and I hope that we get to know each other some more. And